So, welcome to the Switch Innovation Center. We have a lot of technology companies that run here. We are very glad to have you here today. A lot of the adults that are walking around work for Switch and other technology companies that work and live here. And so we are going to help you guys get through this coding program. How many of you guys have ever coded before? Okay, that's awesome. I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. And how many people know how to raise their hands? I noticed only one of the adults put their hands up. Yeah, that was Brandon. So yeah, good job. Kids know how to raise their hand. Adults clearly have forgotten. So you guys will have to help them with that. So I'll call on people whose hands are raised. Okay, how many of you use the internet? Okay, is there anyone without their hands raised other than Terry? Okay. All right, kids, what do you use the internet for? Yeah. The news, okay. Anybody else? What do you use the internet for? How about you? Homework. Okay, good. That's the answer I was hoping to hear. Homework, yes. Well, we also use the internet to watch movies and play games and do all kinds of fun stuff and look up research about things we want to know more about. We look up medicines. We look up family history. There's all kinds of things. And for us adults, we also use it to do our banking. How many of you have ever tried to use the internet and the site you wanted to go to wasn't working? How does that make you feel? Annoyed, angry, mad, sad, frustrated, so many emotions if we can't use the internet, right? So it's estimated nowadays that we have online about 7 seconds to keep a customer's loyalty. Because if we as consumers can't do what we want to do on the internet in 7 seconds, we will go somewhere else. You know what that means? It means we're all really spoiled. Okay, we won't wait longer than 7 seconds to do something online. Now, of course, for us adults, when we're trying to do our banking or buy something online, like maybe, I don't know, your Christmas presents, okay? If we're trying to do that online and the website isn't working, we get very angry and we go somewhere else. And so all of the businesses know that it's very important that everything they do online, that it must work all the time. And so companies put all of their big computers that run all of this infrastructure that supports everything you do online in our big buildings here in Las Vegas. These are called SuperNAP data centers. And so companies like Google and Disney and Amazon and eBay, Pixar, DreamWorks, Lucasfilm, you guys know who Lucasfilm is, right? Yeah, so their infrastructure runs inside our facilities here in Las Vegas. So what movie's coming out in 9 days? Star Wars: The Force Awakens, that's right. And so that movie was rendered in our facilities. So what rendering means is there are all of these people who are kids like you that learn to code, that create all of this art, and then they have the actors shooting all the scenes and all of those things, and then renderers, they're actually called render wranglers. They grab all of these images and layer them together to create one single image that your eye sees. Who all saw Avatar with the blue people? Not Avatar the Airbender, but Avatar the blue people, yep. So you know most of the stuff you saw on the screen wasn't real, right? When they showed all those flowers in the forests of Pandora and all the animals that were there, that was completely computer generated. And so they have all of these people who have learned to code and create all of this art that creates all of these images that you guys see, and they make a lot of money doing it. So these are fields that you guys could possibly go into someday. And so keeping all of this stuff on is very important. That's what my company does, is we keep the internet on. So can you guys tell me, you guys all have computers at your house? Computers or iPads or laptops or PlayStations or whatever. What are the 5 things that you have to have in order to keep those devices on? Anybody? Give me one thing. Internet, yep, so that's connectivity. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, go ahead. Energy, so power. So you have to have connectivity and you have to have power. Okay, young man in the back, give me another one. Okay, you right there with the glasses? Yep. Charger, that's energy, that would be power. In the very back there with his hand up. Yeah, we already covered that one. So let me give you a hint. Would you ever put your computers outside? Why not? Could what? Get ruined? How? Weather, water, all kinds of stuff. So you have to have a building to keep it in. So we have connectivity, we have power, and we have a building. What else? Go ahead. Wi-Fi, that's connectivity. So let me ask you this. Do you guys lock your doors at night? Why? So no one can take your stuff. Okay, so you have to have a building, you have to have connectivity, you have to have energy, you have to have physical security to keep it all safe. And what do those machines all create? I'll just tell you, they create heat. Okay, you ever feel the hot air blowing out of the back of a PlayStation? Right? After a while, you have to turn that off to let it cool down. So you have to have air conditioning to keep all of those things running at the right temperature. So you have to have a building, you have to have connectivity, you have to have energy, you have to have air conditioning, and you have to have connectivity to get it to the outside world. So that's what we do. We provide all of those things, and we do it better than anyone else in the world, and there are thousands of people who work in there just to keep the internet on. Did you guys even know that was a thing? Yeah, that's a whole industry in technology. So there's data centers. There's actually the guys that make the hardware that they use. There's the software that runs on them. There's the applications that do things. There are the coders behind all the applications. There are so many jobs in technology, guys. They are yours for the taking. There are tons and tons and tons of jobs and not enough qualified people to do them. And some of you, years from now, will have jobs in technology that haven't even been invented yet. That's how fast everything changes. And so it's an amazing field. And it's something that anybody can do, whether you're a boy or a girl, or if you're old or young, or whatever your background is, it doesn't matter. Anyone can code, anyone can be in the technology field. And so today we're going to go to code.org on all of your devices. Did everybody have a device to work on? Are you paired with someone that can work on one? Okay, pair up if you don't have one of your own. Everybody get together and pair up, okay? And so we're going to go to code.org, and we're going to go and do the Star Wars module, and we're going to program BB-8 or BB-9, which is it? BB-8, thank you. Yes, you guys know your Star Wars stuff. Anybody collect any Star Wars merchandise yet? I certainly have. Yeah. Any of you guys play video games? Oh, okay. Well, let me just give you a little taste of some of the games that we run in our facilities. We run Halo, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, and my personal favorite, Destiny. So if you guys are playing those online, they work because our facility is making sure that they're always on, so you're welcome. Okay, so we're going to play a video for you guys real quick. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Shh. Can I have your attention? So we're going to play a video. Roll that beautiful bean footage, please.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Kennedy, and I'm the producer of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Today, you'll be working with one of our stars, BB-8. BB-8 is a spherical droid. Everything he does and every movement he makes is controlled by computer software. Computer science impacts every industry, from marketing to healthcare to film. In fact, hundreds of computer engineers work together to make a film like The Force Awakens.
Hi, I'm Rachel Rose. I'm a senior R&D engineer at ILM, and I lead the animation and creature development team. In The Force Awakens, I'm responsible for helping the artists develop rigs, which are the parts of the character that move, that allow the character to look very believable in a galaxy far, far away. In the next hour, we're going to build our own Star Wars game that will teach you the basic concepts of programming. Usually programming is all text, but we're going to use blocks here so that we can drag and drop to write the programs. To start off, we're going to work with Ray to program BB-8 to walk to collect all of the scrap parts. Your screen is split into 3 parts. On the left is the Star Wars game space, where code will run. The instructions for each level are written below the game space. This middle area is the toolbox, and each of these blocks is a command that BB-8 can understand. The white space on the right is called the workspace, and this is where we're going to build our program. If I drag the Move Left block to our workspace and press Run, what happens? BB-8 moves left 1 block on the grid. And what if I want BB-8 to do something after the Move Left block? I can add another block to our program. I'm going to choose the Move Up block, and I'll drag it underneath my Move Left block until the highlight appears, and then I'll drop it, and the 2 blocks will snap together. When I press run again, BB-8 will perform the commands that are stacked from top to bottom on our workspace. If you ever want to delete a block, just remove it from the stack and drag it back into the toolbox. After you've hit run, you can always hit the reset button to get BB-8 back to the start. Now, let's get rolling.